Moderator Kristen Welker deleting Erin Elmore with USA Strong, the executive director there. Also, William McGinley joining us with the Vogel Group, and he's also former White House cabinet secretary. Okay, good morning to both of you here. Erin, we'll start with you. A lot of supporters of the president, they have mixed reactions to this decision to mute candidates again. So each candidate can have 2 minutes of uninterrupted responses. Some say it's actually going to help President Trump because it will allow Joe Biden to talk a lot more. We'll hear from him a little bit more without being interrupted. What are your thoughts on this decision, again, to enact a mute button?
Well, it's just another example of how this debate commission is completely biased, outdated, and truly the candidates should have the flexibility to talk amongst themselves and negotiate rules between themselves. We know that there are several never-Trumpers on this commission. They're in the can for Joe Biden, and it's clearly evident by what they did before the last debate and what they intend to do for this one.
Well, when you have the opportunity to mute someone, of course, it could prevent candidates from asking each other questions. And speaking of the mute button and also these topics, a lot of people are outraged about the list of what's going to be discussed. We want to show you it here. We've got fighting COVID-19, American families, race in America, climate change, national security, and leadership. But William, you might notice something that's missing here. There's no mention of foreign policy. And the Trump campaign also reacted to that, saying, quote, "This was supposed to be the foreign policy debate, so the president still looks forward to forcing Biden to answer the #1 relevant question of whether he's been compromised by the Communist Party of China." I know that the Biden campaign has called a lid until Thursday when we will see him again on the debate stage. Is there any chance he would be answering questions about what he may or may not have known in regards to his son's foreign business dealings?
We've seen him do nothing but get combative when asked and then insult a reporter. But I think at this point, there is undisputable evidence that Joe Biden and his son were unjustly enriched by both the foreign governments of the Ukraine and Communist China. These emails now have basically been substantiated. We know that the big guy is Joe Biden, who was allegedly about to get a payout from the Chinese Communist Party. We already know about Burisma and Hunter Biden and his ties to the Ukraine. So really, what is in dispute at this point? What can he even say to defend himself at this point? And it's funny, they still point to Russia. Russia has absolutely nothing to do with this. Now we have witnesses. We have Bevan Cooney, who has turned over 20,000 emails. Everything basically now, evidence upon evidence upon evidence. There's nothing that's up for debate.
William, 15 seconds left. All right, we'll leave it at that. William McGinley, Erin Elmore joining us live this morning. Thank you both very much. Take care.
Thank you.
Behind the scenes.